Mobile just about at release. Acuto's been well tried to win the race late. There's the light, they're racing. And centre of the line, Artie Guy and Acuto won the start, showing up on the inside, the Maldives, Clement Sorrell, and deep on the track, Future Stride. They're being followed by Rockin' Brushgrove, who's going to settle just in behind the pace, and then came further back then to Mr. Hayward, who's racing back towards the pegs. Then we go back to Zadaka, Better to Be Tricky, and last of all on settling down is 48 Henson. Well, they're still sorting their order out, and Acuto is stuck out there in no man's land, but is going to slide forward here. So Acuto will go to the lead over the Maldives, who'll take the trail, and Artie Guy is now left without cover. 3 pegs at the moment was Rockin' Brushgrove, and then Mr. Hayward, Clement Sorrell, Zadaka. It's stuck out there in no man's land, 3 and 4 wide, as Clement Sorrell was going to look to press forward, and Zadaka's stuck out there at the moment on a limb. Then came further back to Future Stride, saving ground 48 Henson, and Better to Be Tricky grabs the back of Zadaka. So a few in mid-race move mode here as they run down the back. 37 for the lead time, and as they approach the 1200, it's Acuto leading the Maldives. Now Zadaka got to the chair, which it wanted to do because it'll get cover now, was Better to Be Tricky slides forward now to claim that spot. They were followed back on the inside by Rockin' Brushgrove, Artie Guy, Mr. Hayward, Clement Sorrell. Next on the inside is 48 Henson, and in that shuffle up, Future Stride has gone back to the tail of the field. That's the order into the lane. So the first split 30 and 6, and down the stretch they come. Run round left to go. It's Acuto the leader. Better to Be Tricky sits at its wheel second. The Maldives third. Zadaka fourth, 1-1. Then came Rockin' Brushgrove. Starting a searching run, Future Stride. Artie Guys being driven hard. And they were followed by Mr. Hayward, who got away from the inside. And then came 48 Henson. And back with those tail enders, Clement Sorrell. But Acuto travels well down the back. 29.9 the quarter. 60 and 5 the half. Leads from the Maldives. Here's Zadaka again peeling around. Better to Be Tricky. Rockin' Brushgrove nowhere to go. Mr. Hayward's lurking in behind those, and then 48 Henson. But Blake Fitzpatrick says, catch me if you can at the quarter pole. And it's dashed away here, Acuto. It's put up 3 or 4 lengths now on the field. 28-1 the split. Running home Zadaka. Then came the Maldives, needing an out as they come for home. Rockin' Brushgrove, and the deepest is Mr. Hayward. But Acuto is well clear up the stretch. Leads by a couple of lengths. Mr. Hayward runs on. Zadaka whacks away, but it's Acuto for the money, and Acuto will beat Zadaka, Mr. Hayward, and fourth might have been the Maldives over 48 Henson, Rockin' Brushgrove, Clement Sorrell. Better to Be Tricky didn't do a lot, and then came further back to Future Stride, and Artie Guy tails out 29-1, 157.6 the rate.